Okay, so what I'm doing today is I'm printing the first prototype of my Ninebot One E plus carbon fiber footplates. So at the moment, the first one, and it's just putting down the first layer at the moment, is printing in PLA, an orange PLA. Eventually they'll be done in black carbon fibre, but they're going to go on this to replace those. I've got another machine here, but I'm going to leave these as original. But yeah, a bit of an experiment really. It's going to take best part of 14 hours to print. And like I say, the first ones are just going to be done in this orange PLA. This is to offer them up and check that all my holes and dimensions are right and angles are correct, and I don't need to mod anything. So better wasting PLA than extremely expensive carbon fibre composite material, which I'll print the pedals in when I'm happy with the design. So I'll go and show you. I've designed it on Fusion 360, which is an Autodesk bit of software. This is the slicer software that I use to see. I'm looking at the layers. There's the base layer, which I'm putting down at the moment, first layer, and then I've used a high degree of infill here because I don't need the strength of the original pedal. I think when I print it properly I won't use any infill at all. But yeah, so that's it, and you know, 14 hours. Right, so I've just taken the new footplate off the 3D printer bed. I've designed this on Fusion 360 CAD software, which is Autodesk software. So it's printed overnight. It took 13 hours to print. So on the print there's this cord around here. I call that the skirt. It prints that first, and I don't know, it just makes sure that the filament is coming out of the nozzle before the print proper starts. So when you first start printing, you kind of watch it printing the skirt to make sure, one, that that the filament is extruding nicely out of the nozzle, but also that this is binding down to the print bed, because if it's not, you're going to have a problem later with the print. So here's the print. So if we can release it from the, there we go, and yeah, it came out really well. There's a hole in there that takes a magnet, so that when you hinge the thing up, that sticks to the side of the machine. We've got the mounting point with a hole going right through it, and then all these holes, I've got to tap these for studs. Now this particular one, I've printed it in bright orange and PLA, it's light as a feather, is only the mock-up really. I'm going to use this to check that it goes on the machine properly, and that it looks right, and that, you know, I've got it as the way I want it. So only 20% infill, although it feels quite strong. I wouldn't actually stand on this one. When I do the carbon fibre ones, they're going to be made slightly differently. I'm using a larger diameter nozzle. I'm using carbon fibre filament, which is hellish expensive. So yeah, we will see what we shall see. Right, so we've got the original footplate on the left side, and we've got mine on the right. So yeah, I have to check the angles. I think they're pretty much the same. But worth looking at. The thing that I forgot when I moved the location of the pin here, moved it this way, and the magnet is here. So actually the magnet's a little bit close to this hole, so I've got to move that this way as well. So I haven't done that, but I'll do that before I print it in carbon fibre. Well, in the bid to make my carbon fibre footplates for the Ninebot One E, I've done them in PLA, so the next step is to do them in nylon. The trouble with nylon is it's extremely hygroscopic, and if you print it having absorbed water, it just spoils the print completely. So in order to do something about that, you have to dehydrate it. So I'm using a food dehydrator. I've got a spool of yellow nylon filament in there at the moment. That has to be dehydrated for at least 12 hours, as much as 24, but at least 12 hours. So I haven't put my carbon nylon filament in there at the moment, because if anything goes wrong with this little experiment, I do not want to ruin £60 worth of filament. So we just put a little bit of yellow nylon in there, just to make sure this works. So it's a test really, and I'll use that yellow nylon on the printer to set up the bed, because I've got to put a glass bed in, set up the nozzle, and we'll do some experiments, because I haven't printed in nylon before. But yeah, we're making progress. Well, gents, there we have it. One carbon fibre footplate printed. How about that? Now, we've got to get it off the plate and print the other one. One carbon fibre footplate. I'm really pleased the way it came out. I've got the second one in printing at the moment. I'm standing on the PLA ones. This, I reckon this is stronger than the aluminium one it replaces. In fact, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I'm busy printing the second one now. So, see how we go. So, as I said, we'll turn this on. As I said, this absolutely not intended to be ridden, because they're not strong enough, obviously. So we can't possibly ride it, can we? So. There we go. So these are printed PLA. Now, these things are full of air. I tell you, when I printed these, I did not intend them to be ridden. Not at all. They only weigh 4 ounces. So when I started playing around, I found they were actually a lot stronger than I thought they are, which was pleasing. So how good is that? Well, so far so good. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, they definitely, yeah. Well, I'm very happy with that already. Look at that. These are going to be brilliant. So what I'm going to do, it's all very well, this is great fun. So it's all very well riding it indoors, but what we're going to do now is we're going to take it out and we're going to test it. Now these foot plates are strong. People have got
reservations about printing structural stuff, but I can tell you now, in nylon carbon fibre and the density I've printed these, and the design as well, be very careful in the design. These things are seriously strong. I am confident they're stronger than the aluminium ones they've replaced. They've certainly got better grip, and yeah, we're going to be on the winner, I think.
Nice little ride here in the Mercedes, which was good, and we're on the Ninebot, and of course I've put my new carbon fibre footplates on there, which I've only just printed, so we are going to see how well they work. So I think, well, the footplate isn't down properly, but well, does that matter? Probably not. So we'll see how we go. So we've got EUC World running as well. So I think the first thing to do is we'll do the boating lake first, I think. So I think these footplates are stronger than the aluminium ones. I made them out of the soft PLA plastic first, and they were enough to ride, which amazed me because they weren't designed to be strong enough to ride. But the fact that they were has encouraged me that these are like absolutely bulletproof, and I'm sure they are. So you're right.
Battery 100%. Battery 93%. 7 minutes from start. Your recording active.
Oh, Fury. Little bit backwards. Right. So that's one lap of the boating lake, and then we're off to Penrose, I think. I'm going to go down some bumps here on my foot plates. Whoa. So there we go. How about that? Print your own foot plates. So we'll go a bit faster. What are we up to? 8 miles an hour. We can go fast than 8. Nine.
Speed 8 miles per hour.
8 miles an hour.
900 yards. Battery 100%.
Battery 100%.
92%. 10 minutes from start.
10 miles an hour.
Recording active.
11 miles an hour. Obviously, go a lot faster than this on the 16X, but this goes along quite nicely. Oh, hello, you right?
Logging active. Data logging active.
So I've got tour recording going, data logging going. I've got my Insta360 camera going here with a Rode wireless mic, so you should be able to hear everything I'm saying much better than usual. And then, of course, I've got my new carbon fibre foot plates, which first time I've ever ridden on them. I'm real pleased the way they came out. They've been a success story. They were more difficult to do than I thought, but it was a success story. Of course, it raises a possibility I could make footplates for other machines now. I've already got nylon nose footplates on the S18 and on the 16X, and that's part of the reason I've printed these for this, because I'm so pleased with them.
30 minutes from start. Your recording active.
It is a very pleasant machine to ride because it's so light and nimble.
Battery.
It's just so less hassle
Battery.
than something heavy.
17 minutes from start. Your recording active. Data logging.
For anybody who's starting to learn, I mean, it's absolutely perfect. And the investment that you can pick these up relatively cheap compared to the exotic stuff. Or even a mid-range machine costs you fairly serious money. Now this is lovely round here. Oop, bumps there. This is low pull. I really like being round here. Oop, hello. You right? So I think the modern machines, you can get small modern machine. There's a 14-inch, there's a Ninebot 14-inch, there's the Bigodi, Gotway, Bigodi, whatever, M3, which is faster, more powerful, but it's a smaller wheel. And, you know, to be running around on a 16-inch wheel helps, you know. Larger diameter, smoother ride. And I think even over the 14-inch, I prefer the 16. So this is Penrose. So we're off to the coffee shop. So there's a ride to the coffee shop. I think, yeah, it's still recording. I don't know why the thing switched off. The Insta360, 360 cameras are amazing things, but they are a little bit flaky still. So you do get the unexpected things going on with them. I don't think it's open. The van's there. Yeah, a little bit of train tracking there. So there's a few people sitting at the tables, but the buffet thing isn't open. You're right.
8 miles per hour. Distance 1 mile, 1500 miles. Battery, 90%. Phone battery, 90%. 20 minutes from start.
You're right.
Just fascinating.
Yeah, this is a toy. I've got more powerful one as well, but this is a little one just for pramming around.
What is it, Charlie?
So we're going back towards low bar again. You've got well, low pull. Low bar is at the end of the pull. It's a lovely day, the sun's shining. It's really, I mean, it's June. I think it's the longest day today. I mean, I'm kind of riding along the same people, these cyclists. Right.
8 miles per hour. Distance 2 miles, 900 yards. Battery 83%.
So 83% battery.
88%. 26 logging active.
I mean, when I first got this machine, I was thinking of upgrading the batteries, put bigger batteries. But actually, the nature of the machine, it can go the distances that you want to go on this machine. If I want to go further, I use one of the other machines. But this is, okay. But this machine is perfectly capable of doing the 10 or 12 miles that you would want to on a small, nimble machine.
Speed 7 miles per hour. Distance 2 miles, 1100 YB. Battery 82%. Phone battery 88%. 27 minutes from start.
So,
Recording active. Data logging active.
that's 10 mile an hour. 10, 11 mile an hour. That's 11. That's the great thing with a smartwatch. I linked the smartwatch to EUC World, and that means it's not guesswork how fast I'm going. I know. And if you don't want to overpower light machines like this one,
11 miles
it's 11 mile an hour. So if you don't want to overpower the machines, you really do need to know how fast you're going. I mean, I've got plenty of battery, I'm on the flat, it's a hard surface, so I'm quite happy at, that's 13 mile an hour, that's as fast as I want to go. So that's 11 again. See, if you're 11, 12, you touch 13 occasionally, it's not end of the world, that's good. But the grip on these foot plates is brilliant. I mean, it's not really a problem today because, you know, it's a sunny day and you're on hard surfaces. But even on this machine, you know, you start riding it on grass and the day's not as nice, and put your foot in a puddle and a bit of mud. Those original Ninebot foot plates, they just no grip anymore. They were hopeless. Now, I know you could put grip tape on them, but again, grip tape, people are changing out the grip tape because it gets clogged with mud and then it's no use anymore. So, you know, foot plates with studs is the name of the game. The ones you can buy for the more modern machines tend to be CNC milled out of billets of aluminium. Nylon do the carbon fibre, and that's what these are. These are carbon fibre. It's the strongest. Well, it's the strongest filament you can readily buy. It's blooming expensive, but it's basically it's nylon, which is a very strong filament and durable and weatherproof. But in addition, with the carbon fibre, it's just, they call it plastic aluminium, with good reason. It is very, very strong. I modified my 3D printer a bit to print it. It's an abrasive filament, it wears out the nozzles in the printer, so I put a nozzle in there specifically for that. And the carbon fibre, which is impregnated into the nylon, can also clog nozzles. So you're going to get a stronger print with a larger nozzle design. You don't get the resolution, but you get stronger, and strong was what I wanted. Plus the fact the larger nozzle doesn't clog the. You can print carbon fibre nylon through the 0.4 nozzle, but you can also clog. So this was printed quite hot. You need a printer that can print this temperature. This was printed quite hot temperature, again to get the good bonding of the layers. The 0.6 nozzle, printed quite slow, again that makes for a better print. And it's proved to be a real success story.
500 yards. Battery 76%. Phone battery 87%. 31 minutes from start.
Hello.
Hi.
You right?
Active. Data logging active.
So yeah, so we're very happy. Just pramming around on my Ninebot. I don't know that people. I know Speedy Feet have still got a Ninebot. I think they've got a new guy, Harry, working for them now, and I think he started, as so many of us did, on the Ninebot to learn. So good for you, mate. I think Speedy Feet pretty much introduced the Ninebot. I think it was the 1C to begin with, some 1C plus, E plus, that's this one, and then there was a P afterwards, although I think they had some problems with that one. So the machine I'm
3 miles. 800.
riding at the moment, I bought second hand, but it almost certainly came from Speedy Feet.
Phone battery 87%.
Right?
I've not seen that before.
Yeah, an EUC.
Data logging active.
So I think Speedy Feet was pretty much the agent for Ninebot back when this machine was all the rage. So the machine almost certainly came from Speedy Feet. The other machine, because I've got two of these, that did come from Speedy Feet because I bought it from them myself. That was new old stock, and it's in really good condition. I've put, I mean, people, as in all EUCs, they customise these things to death. So I've put purple plastic trims on it.
Fine. Sorry.
That's all right.
Speed 6 miles per hour.
So I put the purple trims on it.
1000 degrees. Battery 73%. Phone battery 87%.
And
Start.
and so I'm very happy. It looks a business. It's got this one's got the handle in front. The other one's got the original handle, which had a tendency to be break, so you have to be careful with that. I have got another spare handle. But now, of course, this is customised with the footplates now, so this will be unique. There won't be another one of these. I don't think there's another Ninebot in the world that's got carbon fibre footplates. Right.
Afternoon.
So we're back to the boating lake now. So we could go back to
3 miles.
another lap of the boating lake. I don't see why not.
Battery 72%.
We're here for fun.
Phone battery
You don't have to be efficient. Yep. A few bumps.